Undelivered mail notification. The following message could not be delivered to one or more recipients. Content blocked by ChiroNet firewall. Original message. My dear Annie, by the time you read this, I will no longer be among the living. The details are not important. Just know that I went out on my own terms. I won't ask for a proper burial. God knows you don't owe me anything, and by the time the cleaners are done with the place, I doubt there will be anything left of me to bury. Just know that, for all my faults, I have always loved you. Just like I loved your mother. When the disease took her, a part of me died that day. Simple displays of affection became a foreign concept, a painful reminder of what I had lost. It does not justify what I've put you through, but it is the truth. I am so happy you've managed to get out of this hellhole and find someone worthy of your love. I wish you both all the best. Love, Dad. Uh-oh. Because if he believes these stories, this seems to be his browser window right now, and that would explain what he's expecting to come here then. With fire and sword, spiders. What? Oh my god. Press fire to start. Is click fire? Hello. Those bloody spiders again. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a roguelike? I'm on the bottom, okay. I've got a fire sword. This appears to be a roguelike. Oh, I'm out of fire swords now. That's not good. But now I've got a fire sword. Ka. Okay, I'm out of fire swords now. I guess I'll die, basically. Or I can run away like this. It said that money equals heart. Oh no, I got eaten by that damn spider again. What will do? Like a puzzle game. Okay. There's not a lot of swords is the issue. There must be a way to get... They started combining into a single pile, so there must be a way to get them to all come out at once. There we go. You can combine them into a singular pile, and that makes them all die to the fire sword. Got him. Oh yeah, that wizard loves me now. Look how much I'm in love with this wizard apparently. Okay. Oh, that's level 2. Oops. There's bloody spiders again. I didn't mean to do level 2 first. Level 1's like non-existent though. Yeah, I guess that was the tutorial level then. We did it! Level 3. No? Oh. Maybe I'll find a series of computers that have this game throughout the entire campaign, and then I'll get the whole thing done. That'd be amusing if I can slowly beat the game over the course of this game. Alright. That was a weird inclusion. Look at this place. Oh yeah, there's blood and spiders on floppy disk. This actually is an interesting thing to do in parallel with while going through the book Ready Player One, because they're both. It has some things in common with cyberpunk in that they're both forms of futuristic dystopia sci-fi scenarios that are obsessed with the past. More of the same, more or less. Dead at 42. Ready for disposal. Is that the guy who wrote the letter then? I like the detail here. In Ready Player One, they're in a dystopian society that's obsessed with the 80s, and cyberpunk's not that far off from that idea, honestly, with all the tape decks and floppy disks crossed with weird future tech and stuff. Wow, he even has a poster of it. Did he develop? Maybe he was a game developer and he made this game, and that's why there's like so many copies of it and a poster and so on. Personal computer. A Ergia 350 Plus. Unlicensed software detected. Could it be the spider game? You can scan stuff constantly, but a lot of it probably isn't really worth it. Just looking for any interesting signifiers I can. Interesting space-saving measure to have a table that comes down from the ceiling, so it can just go away when you're busy, when you no longer need a table anymore. Remove your implant. I can't get through the door. Yeah, remove your implant, it says. Oh, he hung himself. He put down a sign that says remove your implant, and then he just hung himself. That's what happened to the guy that lives here. That's a bad time. Hey, even the bed is rigged that way, isn't it? Everything's rigged to go away when you're not using it, but everything's still out. Got a bunch of formulas sketched out on his computer case, server case, something. See, what can I make out of here? Oh, we have to go on his human body. No life functions detected. Might be all we get. This might just be a diversion little side room. Yeah, I'm not seeing much on here. I think this is just a little side diversion about the maybe developer of the spider game killing himself. Wait, where else is it? Oh yeah, we can still go down here.
Janitor left the door open.
He just up and left.
Synchrosine refilled.
Well, yes, I will steal all of your drugs. Citrus. You can tell it's cyberpunk because we spelled it with a Y. Yeah, this is my dedicated monitor that I just dedicate to having a picture of a car. Look like it's in a hurry. Nanophage 9. This one has the other one had the eyes floating above his hands. This one has the eyes in his head. And his face looks more augmented. There's little sketches on it. I don't think I can open these. The wall stands tall. Our brave boys and girls continue to defend us from the eastern hordes. A shot rings out in the dark. Michael, the young soldier next to me, immediately turns toward the wall. The intensity of his gaze sends chills down my spine. Without a second thought, he runs up to the wall, an imposing colossus of concrete and steel. He mounts it in a single leap, using his state-of-the-art leg augmentations. A little gift bestowed upon our troops by the Chiron R&D department. The scout aims his rifle into the inky blackness. His cybernetic eyes scour the horizon for any signs of the enemy. Stern and resolute, his comrades hold their breath, waiting for him to say the word. What will it be this time? A soul scavenger? Or a full-on assault from one of the numerous raiding parties that scour this unholy land? When he finally speaks, I cannot help but shudder from the sheer intensity of what is transpiring. All quiet on the Eastern Front, at least for now. Guarding the wall can be a daunting task, Michael confesses the following morning, but it's also a privilege. The other soldiers gathered in the cantina nod their heads in approval. Michael introduces me to his squad members, some of which are on their second or third tour of duty. Several firm handshakes later, the soldiers regale me with their stories of their service, each one more breathtaking than the last. When I ask what drives them to such acts of heroism, Michael lowers his head and responds in a slightly embarrassed tone of voice. I don't think anyone here considers themselves a hero. I know I don't. The way we look at it, we are all part of something much greater than ourselves. Something that began with our fathers fighting in the Big One. Ah yes, the Big One. Such an unassuming name for the greatest conflict of our times. One we all know as the Great Decimation. A name given not to belittle, but to simplify. A desperate attempt to make sense of this unprecedented tragedy, during which many of the nation's finest gave all there was to give in defense of our way of life, nay, our very existence, from the barbaric hordes of the East, and yet, out of this cauldron of conflict, this baptism of fire, we have emerged victorious. And while the old world was engulfed in flame, in its ashes we have built our great republic. To all the heroes that gave their lives and health in the Great Decimation, we salute you. While the soldiers' dedication is undeniable, their service is made much more bearable due to the contributions from the Board of Defense and Chiron's top scientists. Michael is quick to agree. If it wasn't for the corporate government, some of us would not have made it this long. Take these babies, for example, he says, while affectionately patting his glistening leg prosthetics. Without them, I would be a cripple, wasting away in some hospice, unable to serve my fellow citizens. Thanks to Chiron, I can fulfill my role in our great society. Spoken like a true patriot. And let us not forget that Chiron takes care of our brave men and women on and off the field of battle. Our ongoing veteran rehabilitation initiative ensures that soldiers who are no longer able to serve can reintegrate into society, so they can lead rich and fulfilling lives once their glory days are behind them. The entire thing definitely stinks greatly of propaganda and lots of glossing over details. Enough is enough. Alright, this has gone on long enough. Veteran or not, I don't give a crap anymore. One more message and I'll find you and beat the fucking junk out of you. My mother can no longer take this shit. She's sick of telling you over and over that her husband, my father, died 18 years ago. She's moved on. We all have. No one wants to live in the past, to constantly relive a tragedy. So for the last time, Mike Jaworski is dead. He's been dead for a long time. Have someone type that into your busted ass head of yours. I don't care how you do it, just fucking remember this time. And even if it's a toss-up between this and remembering when to take a dump, because the next message you send her will earn you a broken fucking jaw. Consider this your final warning. Request denial. Dear Mr. Jurkowski. Is it Jurkowski? Jaworski. Those are different spellings. Dear Mr. Jurkowski, while we all greatly appreciate your exemplary service and sacrifices you made for your country, the VRI policy enforces a strictly proactive stance on helping our brave veterans reintegrate into society. Regular coverage requires a deed of permanent B-class employment presented to your representative on an annual basis. Your current janitorial position simply does not qualify. Given these circumstances, we must sadly deny your claim and are therefore forced to terminate your participation in the program effective immediately. As of today, the Veteran Pension Fund will no longer cover periodic maintenance of your cybernetic prosthetics. We wish you all the best. No, you don't. Don't lie, you liar. You're doing a lie is what you're doing. Shame on you. We wish you all the best. I'm sorry, you couldn't get a cool enough job after being a veteran, so you don't get to have your benefits. You know, he's reading this stuff, and that's like, that's the flip side of that supposed information there. Documents? Oh, there we go. Those are names. What was her name? HN? I think it was HN.
Of course. 2 HNs. Helena Novak, apartment 104, and Hannah Nader, apartment 106. Both on the same floor.
Well, they're close together. A lot of other names here. Oh, hello. How many people live in the basement? Whoa. Lots of out of order and lots of storage space, but a lot of people just living in the basement, too. Alright, so first floor, 104 and 106. We need to check, so we can check. Oh my god, I found it again. Oh, I can do level 3. Those bloody spiders again, doing all their spidering and stuff. Shame on them. Bloody spiders. Okay. This might be hard. You chased me immediately, huh? That one's not gonna chase me yet. Yep, that's how you die. How the hell do you... Like, I can grab this and kill it. Then what? Can I drag you across the fire? Nope. I cannot drag him across the fire. He will not succumb. Alright, so it seems impossible to live without doing this. I can make you chase me in a circle for a little while. The problem is I can't double back. That kills all of them except for one. Ah. Maybe I don't need to destroy him at all. You chase me down here. I give you the runaround. Then we go back to Wizard Man. There we go. And we can go have wizard sex. Alright, there we go. Done it. So I'm gonna unlock one level at a time, as long as I can find every computer that has this software installed. That's incredible. This game's absurd. It's just in here. It's just really funny to me that that's just in here. Alright, so 104 and 106. Might want to get that display fixed. Which one? Exactly.
Get out.
Fucking...
You again? Not a good idea to sneak up on me, you know. Need to get out.
How nice of you to just watch me play the video game on your thing.
Police business. I know what I'm doing.
I know what you are.
Oh, yeah?
Back during war, took one alive. Sent for one of you to get into his head.
You fought in the big one. Is that why you got all this junk in you?
Plasma sweep hit our convoy. Barreled through armor.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring back memories.
Yes. Memories.
Something triggered the lockdown.
Trying to get it open. Rudy and I.
You think it might be the Nanophage? You had any recent outbreaks?
No. Last one. Long time ago. Down by the river. All the implants. Bad the implants.
I take it Rudy's the robot.
Multifunction service and maintenance drone. Don't lose it.
What?
Wanders off. Sometimes. Need to track manually.
Can we lift the lockdown from the inside somehow? Or get a message out?
No. Keep people in. Isolate, accommodate, alleviate.
Yeah, we all know how that last one used to work. What can you tell me about the tenant in apartment 7?
Tenant?
Yeah, tenant. How long has he been living there?
Yeah. Maybe longer. Not good with time.
You ever talk to him?
Didn't get out much. None of them do.
All right, Tin Man. Let me know if it comes back to you. All right, I'm heading out. Can you give me full access to the building?
assistance. Unstable. Unlooked. What I could.
Thanks. You better stay here. There might be some very nasty people out there.
Nasty. Bad.
Look, just stay safe. You know what? I never got your name. I'm Dan.
Huh? Name? Janus. Like a Roman god. You know.
Sorry I gave you a hard time earlier. Good to meet you. Janus.
So he's a tragic figure because he seems to have fought in the war, gotten horribly, horribly injured, had extensive cybernetic implants to keep him alive, then is, like, including, like, clearly, like, some damage to his face and head, which may be affecting his ability to process information. Then he gets ejected from said veterans service for not having a cool enough job, basically. So then they refuse to help him with maintaining his cybernetics, so he just struggles more and more and is deteriorating because society has just ignored him, more or less. Oh, you can actually scan his insides. Synthetic respiratory tract. Cerebral prosthesis. It's got a... yeah, maintenance period expired. He's got a brain implant that's expired. Nanite instability detected. Arm prosthesis, exposed wiring, risk of electrocution. Lubricant leak in his synthetic spine. Even his leg. Structural integrity compromised. Great, so every part of his synthetics are all failing at the same time. And no one's gonna help him. So I think every time I do stuff like that, I degrade my... yeah, I degrade my sync. And so I need to use a pill periodically because of that. Looking for 106 and 104. Oh, right. Wait a minute. Oh, they're surprisingly spaced out, actually. Where's the janitor in this whole thing? I thought the other first floor thing said janitor location. Oh, we're on the ground floor. Oh, right, they're upstairs. Right. Because sometimes you call the first floor the floor upstairs. This basement access down here? Ugh. Curfew applies to everyone. There's just this horrible nightmare art. Why would somebody make that on purpose? Ah. What are the screens even set up for? There's so many screens in this hallway. .105 and 110. They say that in two different directions? Left, yeah. Oh, 105 through 110, right. Well, let's, if I go that way, I can find 106. Oh. The clean bot. Overworked, don't lose your head. Oh, it's stuck. You get me locked out. Oh. Well. Gonna have to make do otherwise, then. This might be an alternate way to get there. Oh, keep going. There we go.
Dan Lazarski, KPD. Routine questioning.
Daddy, who is it? Can he make the door open? When can we go out, Daddy?
Shh. Go to your room, kids. Go play Runaway Galaxy. Let me talk to the man. Hello, officer. I'm Thaddeus Karski, head of the family. How can I help you?
Listen, have you seen anything questionable going on around here?
Apart from the usual, you mean?
The usual?
Well, you know, this place isn't exactly a beacon of morality. Still, we mustn't judge. Most people mean well. They're just misguided.
Everything all right in there? Did the lockdown spook the kids?
Oh, no, we're fine. I do appreciate your concern, though.
You sound very calm. You're not worried about a potential outbreak?
Oh, that doesn't concern us, officer. Of course, I hope that's not the case, for the sake of the other tenants.
What do you mean, it doesn't concern you?
We're all clean of corruption. My wife, myself, and the little ones.
Clean... Oh. You're immaculates.
Children of the Immaculate Birth, yes. You've heard of us. All good things, I hope.
Depends on who you're talking to. The consensus seems to be crazy, but harmless.
I see. And what is your own impression so far?
Well, you're probably the least crazy person I've met today.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that. I think.
Well, I'd have to say, no mods of any kind. That's quite a statement these days.
Is it really? Is having a neural connection to the web worth renouncing your humanity? Is a body held together with screws and wires really worth a corrupted soul?
Some would say there are benefits.
Certainly. I know our lives will be shorter and less comfortable, but it's a price we're willing to pay for experiencing the purity of our God-given bodies.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not a big fan of implants, but I couldn't do what I do without them.
Yes, you carry them within you.
It wasn't really a choice, you know?
Oh, but clearly it was. The world would be a better place if more people realized that.
You're not going to get preachy on me, are you now?
I apologize, officer. That certainly wasn't my intent.
How do you make a living anyway? Not many jobs left that don't require some basic augmentation.
We're a close-knit community, officer. We help each other out, as one should.
All right, if you say so, Mr. Karski.
Godspeed, Officer Lazarski.
It's easy to dislike a character like that because they contextualize it as like a high horror situation and a cult mentality, and like it makes them really off-putting and creepy and stuff like that. And they're like they think that they're superior to all the people that have fallen victim or basically fallen for the very idea of augmentation. Let's see. Sebastian, ready for disposal, age 40. Urban refinement coordinator. But at the same time, they're a sign of the times because they themselves are like this idea of like a character that has like somehow... This world has progressed so far in this crazy direction that it has radicalized the very concept of not being augmented and cybernetic and so on. Like, somebody who isn't full of implants and changed from the way they were born, those people are considered to be the crazies. That's a niche, crazy, radical stance to have, which is crazy to think about because you'd imagine plenty of people would cling to staying the way they regularly are and wouldn't be willing to augment themselves just for the sake of being better off. I mean, I myself think about how like it would be great to just not have to wear glasses ever again, but at the same time, just LASIK is oddly terrifying, And that's not even the idea of, like, implanting physical changes to your body forever. Still wonder what the hell immaculates mean, though. I'm waiting to find out what that means. Like, do they... Like, they said they're children of the Immaculate Birth? That makes me think Immaculate Conception. Do they think that there's, like... that they are descendants of somebody that magically, like, got born without being conceived properly? Or do they just say Immaculate Birth and that they don't change their bodies after they're born and that's it? Which is a way less crazy interpretation, but until we get more context, I won't know the meaning of the name. But I'm enjoying the world building. This is a cool setting so far.